Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm Trisha with Chocolate Musings, and today I wanted to show you what I do when I get a new recipe book. I love recipe books. I love getting them for Christmas. I love going on vacation and finding new books. I have a lot of books that are compilations. So for instance, everybody at church gives their favorite recipe and then they put it in a book, and then you buy the book as a fundraiser or whatever the case is. I have a lot of those. I got many of them from my mom, but I guess you could say I am a recipe book collector. I recently bought 3 Whole30 books and wanted to show you what I did to try out the recipes, or what I'm doing to try out the recipes. I'm not an ambassador for the program. I've just been doing it recently. This is the most recent entries that I've had with the recipes in my book and this method that I use. So that's the example I am going to use. And I wanted to show it to you and give you some ideas. So as you can see here, I have written down all of the recipes that I want to try. When I get a new book, I go through the book, I flip through every page, and I put a little sticky note on every page that I want to try. The problem is I forget which recipes I marked, and I have learned over the years that I do much better if I write things down and have them all compiled together in a single form, and I don't have to turn the pages in the recipe books. So these are all the recipes from the 3 books that I bought that I want to try. I don't try all the recipes in a book. If it doesn't look good to me, I don't try it. Sometimes I will go back a couple years later and decide that I want to try some other recipes too, and I can create a new list, or I can add to my current list if I wanted to do that. But what I will do here is write down the page number and then the name of the recipe. Then when I try the recipe, I'll mark it with a key that I'm going to create right now. I'm going to choose some different colors, and so I can definitely tell them apart. If I chose all green or all red, all of the same color family, I would probably get pretty confused about which one I hated and which one I loved. So for the gold one, I will label it Yum, and I love and plus family. This is the ultimate goal and how recipes get into the regular rotation. For the coral color, I'll write I love, but family equals no. There are some times where I love it, but the rest of the family just gives it a thumbs down. But there are some times where I just want to make the recipe and they can forage for themselves. The green one is a no-go. Something that did not work for me and my family. I don't even want to try it again. I don't want to try and modify it. It's just a no-go. Now the orchid color, the purple one, I will label as need my own modifications. So there's something in that recipe that didn't work for our family. Maybe I need to substitute the main ingredient. For instance, substitute salmon with chicken, or modify some of the spices. There's something that needs to change, or maybe I want to change the cooking method. So I love to do that to recipes and really make them my own. I still reference the book that it came from, but I will definitely modify it and make it be my own. So when I test a recipe and when we've tried it, I will mark the page number with the color from the key. And I'm going to see if there's any that I've tried since purchasing these books. I've tried a couple of them, and this one's a silly one, but I did make the clarified butter, and I don't need any modifications, so I am going to mark that with gold. And let's see if there's any others. Okay, here's another one. It's called cauliflower rice. And I have to confess, I am not a fan of cauliflower. I've never liked it. I don't like the flavor. I don't like the texture. But I tried this recipe and I really liked it. It developed a nutty, robust flavor that didn't taste like regular cauliflower. And all of my family liked it. In fact, they tried to sneak it when I wasn't looking. So that one deserves gold. But thinking about it, I did modify the recipe and cooked it just a little differently. So I will actually mark this one with purple. I try to be open when making my recipe lists, and there are a lot that I'm going to have to try, so I will have to schedule it in my meal planner. And this is my method for a new recipe book. And this is what I've done every single time I get a new recipe book. It helps me know what I've tried and what I haven't and what we really liked. I just seem to really like this method. Leave a comment below with your favorite recipe book and your favorite recipe. I'd love to know what you enjoy. Either if it's your favorite and nobody else likes it, or if it's a family favorite. And make sure to hit the subscribe button below for more ideas. I hope you plan your life so that you live beautifully. And don't be afraid to try something new and discover your inner muse. Bye, everybody.